everyone, it's Lottie from Cancer as a Lifestyle. So if you remember, I was telling you about that little thrift store resale shop that benefits abused women, where I got a whole bunch of that yarn. I also told you that they had some books that I wanted to go back and get that they had. I think they were selling them from like 79 cents all the way up to $1.49. Now I have two. You're probably thinking, well, who cares about books? I mean, you know, but I happen to love books. I feel the same way about books like Crystal from Bagel Day feels about yarn. And when I see books, I love to see them on a shelf. I love looking at them. I love touching them. I don't, I love to read them. I love to have a collection. And actually, one of my favorite princesses, it happens to be Belle from Beauty and the Beast. And my favorite scene is when the Beast showed her the library. So I love books, probably even more than I love yarn, if that's even possible. I love books and yarn together, but I love having a lot of books. And I used to at one time have quite a collection, and then we downsized from a home into an apartment. And that is quite an adjustment if you ever done that, where you're adjusting when you're moving in from a home into an apartment. You just do not have that kind of space, and you have to make choices. So I am trying to build up my library again. So when, in a few years, I hope to be semi-retired at least. And I wanted to have a little collection. So if you love books as much as I do, instead of actually like going out and spending a lot of money in, which I would still buy them on Amazon or anywhere else in the bookstore. You can even find bookstores now. But thrift stores and actually some libraries even have like used book sales, or even garage sales. I love to get them. You can get them super cheap. So I bought 10 books and I paid, I think, like $11.03 total with tax included. That was my price. And I loved, let me show you some of the things I got. If this is not your thing, just go ahead and go on to the next vlog. But anyway, I was happy to find Julian Fellowes' Snobs, a novel of modern manners. I thought this was quite a find because I love all things Victorian. And if you are aware of Downton Abbey and all, this is basically, and I knew he wrote this book, and just to find it, and I think I paid maybe 79 cents for it. What a great find. So I thought this was awesome. Grab that up. Then this other one here, Embracing the Earth. It is actually, I was glancing through it. They have some really great useful information on how to conserve energy, water, how to eliminate toxins, and like all these little, anything to do with for an environmentally sound living. It actually has a lot of useful information. In the back, they also have, for instance, a directory of the different environmental places that you can contact for whatever reason. They have a list of all the United States congressional directory in here for every state. So they have a lot of information that, a lot of useful information in this book. So I'm excited about reading this one just as well, since I am all about decluttering and living simple and not having all of that. So this is another one. Now, I happen to love self-help books. I know that sounds weird because when I was younger, I did not care for them at all. I wanted to read the Harlequin romances. I wanted to read the murder mysteries and all of that, all the fictional stuff. And I did not embrace self-help books until I actually had I think it was when I was first time I was in the hospital diagnosed in 2007. Someone left me a book, and it was it 90 minutes in heaven, and I read it and I was just like, I fell in love with self-help books. So I found this one here by Colin Smith, How I Got There. And I love any kind of the story of the thief on the cross. I love Christian books. I love Bible studies. I love anything like that. Self-help in any way to help you overcome things. Now this is another one that I love. I was so happy to get because I love Lisa Turkhurst. If you are familiar with her, she is in Proverbs 31 ministry. She runs them, and she does tons of women's Bible studies. And the fact that I do not have this one that she's done. But if you are interested in perhaps doing Bible studies, and I'll go to Proverbs 31 Ministries. They are free. All you need to do is purchase a book. And even if you don't, they do have like, Facebook groups even that do the studies where you guys can, do them together. I joined them, and I've done many Bible studies by her online for free. So Lisa Turkhurst, I can never say her name right, but she is a great woman's inspirational speaker, and she does great author. She does great Bible studies. Now this is another one that I was like I said, I love books in general. So Florida My Eden, and this is actually it's a directory of all kinds of plants, and some of it, look, I got little notes still in here. I love that reading other people's notes and comments that they made for each section. But these are actually all different kinds of trees and shrubbery and flowers, and all about them, how to plant them, how to grow them, how to take care of them, how tall do they get, what do they need, what kind of soil. It's a great directory if you like gardening and things in general. And this books too is not just shrubs, it's not just flowers. So I'm happy. I love that. You see, I get excited and over silly things. This next one, you're going to laugh, but this one actually reminded me of my high school years when I was a young girl, and this is like a long time ago. It's like 30 some years ago. But this is actually a first aid book. Do you guys remember, anybody remember taking health classes in school? And we would learn like, how to do CPR, how to do a tourniquet, like all these little emergency cares that, if you broke how to do a splint if you broke your arm. Like, I remember these things, and when I found this book, I said, oh my gosh, this just reminds me of that time. So always good to have a first aid book. Now this next one is another silly one that I got, but just to kind of change it up a bit and get some fiction in it. It's actually a romance, and it's called Soulmates, The Perfect Partners, Past, Present, and Beyond. And I thought, well, why not? For that light reading when I want to, get to read something different. And why not? This next one reminds me of my mom, and it's called, and I'm telling you, I think I had this book at one time or another, and it is called The Gardener's Hits and Tips Record Book, and it comes in 2 books actually, and it's all about your different landscaping that you can do at home. Like I'm almost positive I had this at one time or another, and real beautiful pictures. Let me show you some. And it gives you little tips on how to get that effect. Really beautiful scenery. I'm almost positive I got this. And one time I had a similar book. Can you see that? The glare is very pretty. Just the scenery and the different way to arrange your garden. Very beautiful. And it comes in a 2-piece set. And I think this one was like $1. But let me see this, because it says a record book. This is the other one, because it came in 2-piece collection. And it does. So it actually has like a little section if you want to record what you planted, the roses you planted, what time you planted them, plants, when you sprayed them, what kind of variety is this. Oh wow, it's just really cool. Yeah, so it does. When you pruned them, it's kind of like a record book, a diary of what you're doing. Awesome. I love that. And I have 2 more. This one is from Senator Joe Lieberman, The Gift of Rest, Rediscovering the Beauty of the Sabbath. Now, like I said, I love any kind of Christian books. I love to I love to have, I'll have all sorts of books, all kind of collections, and I am really interested in reading this one. And actually, this looks like it was a library book at one time, but it actually, The Gift of the Rest. And it kind of gives you, look in the directory, you will see, like, it will tell you like preparations on Friday evening or Saturday evening, and like, just, I just think it would be awesome. Sunday morning prayers, just awesome. I can't wait to read this. And then my other one, I do love to read a lot of history also, and it is The American Spirit, the 9th edition. And this actually, let me see, because I read this on here. Yeah. Oh, this is the wrong one, sorry. So, it has a little bit of history about the Civil War, the North and South. What's the other one? It has maps, the impeaching the president, the Black Reconstruction. It has the Ku Klux Klan's reign of terror. So it's like a little history book of the last 40 years or something. I think that's what it says. Yeah, for 40 years history. So I love history books. I love watching any kind of I love any kind of documentaries and all. Here's a good one I just opened up to, Slavery and the Family. Very interesting. So I can't wait to read this one too. So like I said, I bought 10 of them and I paid $11.03. Also at this one. So I can't wait to go back and get some more. And so I hope you enjoy that. And I would love to know, do you guys collect books of any kind at all? And where do you buy your books at? Do you guys go to garage sales or do you go on Amazon? I've done that too. I've bought a lot of books on Amazon. I'm not ashamed to say it. But I think the best places to go is like garage sales and thrift stores. So love to know where you guys get your books, or if you just do not use books, but you know, get the Kindle and just buy the ebooks now that are so popular and so much cheaper too, I get. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I just wanted to share that with you. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up and let me know. Comment below. Where do you guys get your books at? Or if you don't care for books at all. Anyway, have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye-bye.